in the hands of Dale Rapp by the restart zone. Green flag is out. We're underway in Florida.
Good start from Dale out in front, jumping out right there in front to get in front of that second place car of Mike Allen. That front row just tucking in on that high side now. And you've got Brad Slagle pulling on the inside line in the 052 truck coming out of turn 1, out in the lead already, coming out of turn 2.
You can already see a couple of packs starting to form. You wonder if they'll split apart like that or if they'll manage to get themselves tucked back in line. So far, that 052 of Brad Slagle did a good job working the bottom. He's being pushed by the 64 of Michael Gudger as we dive into turn numbers 3 and 4 for the first time tonight. And the Tech for Troops Toyota Tundra, as always, looking to pull clear from the front early on. Dale Rapp moves up to the high side alongside his front row starter companion, Michael Allen. But it will be looking like Brad Slagle to lead lap number 1.
How small of room you have to try to make 3 or 4 wide in these turns, but one dropping onto the inside.
Hello. Oh, we got a few. 4 wide, maybe the 27 of Kyle Howard getting crossed up as well. Contact into turn 3. Heads up the 80 truck. Looking like he might be almost about to spin it around. McDonald's machine saving it down to the apron. Beautiful job to wrangle that machine underneath him for Larry McDonald as he's able to get himself sorted. And I checked the timing boards, and it shows McDonald being 10 seconds behind. So obviously that could have been it as well. But Walda slaps the wall that time out of 4. Oh, and now Raymond going around into the infield grass. And we're spinning it now in the tri-oval. No caution flag yet. And looking like we'll keep this green.
Good save from Raymond right there. He came diving through the grass, and luckily the last update, we got a caution.
Okay, yep. And that wasn't pleasant. Kyle Howard just reversed onto the racetrack and may have tagged Robert Jordan. And that puts us under yellow flag number 1. Take a look, see what happened. Thomas Lane Jr. will stop the bleeding at around 14th. He and the 35, they both got hooked around here. So it looks like the 35 Serial X machine just makes a bad bump through turn number 4. He was up to the top side, and he gets cleaned out then by, I think, one of the other Team IEL drivers. And then right there, you see the 34 spun around to the back. And, oh, wow, the 35 did take a fairly hefty whack to the inside. So Robert Johnson able to get an idea of the scope of how big this was. And oh, there was a bit of a stack up in the middle, it looked from the things, and then it's a pretty big chunk of the field getting collected there. And I'm curious about where all of this started off. This, I think, will happen towards the front of the pack. Right there, the 35 got hooked into the outside wall by Rapp, and, well, it was on from there.
Yeah, at first it looked like those two were going to be able to stay against the wall, but once the 35 got released off that wall and just pinballed in through everybody else. So yeah, that was as you kind of see them get stuck here and against the wall. They were kind of going there real good, and then all of a sudden they kind of got shuffled back and just kind of accordioned everybody else, and then the rest of the 12 friends joined each other in turn 3.
But my money is potentially on no as well. There we go. Look out, as that is Bermudez sliding to the inside. He keeps it off the inside wall, and he'll be forced into pit road because of it.
Good save from him, but yeah, got a little love tap coming out of 4 and had to dive in there and make that aggressive move in there. As we get on board with him right here as we're coming out of 4. Gets a little tap.
He was already coming to pit road as it was.
Yeah, it looks like he may have already been committing there, and he may have lifted a little early and just got a little help from his friends trying to push him into pit lane a little bit sooner.
As he was turning out of pit road, and oh, big trouble, hello. The 56 of Charlie Gallagher just blew the motor, middle of the pack.
Yeah, we were talking about that earlier. You're not paying attention to your to your gauges while you're running, not listening to your crew chief, and down the front tri-oval area and goes pop. Let's kind of see what happens. Then
right there.
It is. Yep, then you see the RPM gauge drop. We were literally just talking about it about 15-20 minutes ago about this happening, and we'll see somebody blinking out there in that about 6th or 7th spot. Here comes a whole pack of them right now, just on command.
That's a good chunk of drivers. That's almost everybody. Whoa, boy, McQuiggan here with the head of steam. No way he made pit road speed limit. So McQuiggan going to throw his lead of the race away with that major speeding penalty on the entry to pit road. That's exactly what that was. It was just a bad wiggle through the middle of the pack here. Let's go get a look from the air. Watch the 38 is going to move down to the inside. The 61 tries to follow and just misjudged it.
Yeah, it's the bump draft effect. I mean, that's how you make these things go so fast on the straightaways, and you have to run super close, super tight. And when one guys are bumping back and forth left to right, then you got one other guy that's going right to left, and they just kind of slide across and they just take each other out. 20 laps to go for these guys. It's gonna get still gonna get some spice going on here.
Oh, there it is. Robert Jordan spins it out, slides up into traffic. He's clobbered by Dale Rapps. Rebounds back into the outside wall. Dale Rapp, your pole sitter, spun around the 65 and the back spun round. So Samuel Stoner involved along with Moore. Robert Jordan bails out to the bottom. Turns 3 and 4 for the final time. Will Thomas Lane make the move? He would have to if he wants to go for the win, but will Arnold make it for him? Arnold to the top, trying to go for the win. We're crashing out of turn number 4. Here comes Jeremiah Arnold with the drag race being pushed by Gudger. Moving up the block, 3 wide to the line and at the stripe. Give it up for Kyle Howard, hanging on as they were 3 wide and now airborne. The 27-year winner up and over as we cross start finish.
But that top pack, he was trying to close that gap on Jeremiah. Jeremiah had a fantastic run coming off that high side. Man, that was almost 4 wide coming across the line, but that 27 truck of Kyle Howard inching his way across the line and taking the win.
And then getting kicked up by Brad Slagle, and that's what sent him onto his side and down onto his roof. That's a good finish there, right? That's how we want these races to go down, right? Right to the wire.